have our new company, our second company, which would be the BlackSeriesEdition.com. Sorry, I've been shooting a lot of videos because we're uploading demonstrations to the website to get our website up and ready to go. And we need a lot of information to the site. So I get asked this a lot of times from customers about they have a white projection screen, they want to be upgraded, they can't see contrast, they can't see color, white levels are doing good, but other than that, they're not picking up. All right, so with the technology we have here, this is a 100% black screen. It can produce a 100% contrast level, which means you do not have to have a very high high-end projector to produce an insane contrast level. And this is, again, it's not going to cost you a lot of money. We're doing this demonstration in 720p, 4,000 lumens, and also too, I explained this many times before, for businesses that are using these white screens. If you're going to be introducing this to a 4,000, 5,000, 7,000 lumen projector, one of the problems you're going to have is the fact that you're actually going to be whitewashing the screen even faster due to the fact that the screen is going to be taking in not only the light from the environment, which you're going to have a problem with, but you're actually adding more lumens to the screen, which is washing it out. If you have time, check out my intro video. In my intro video, we have a testimony from a church using a 7,000 lumen projector on a white screen, completely washed out, didn't help at all, but using our technology, we were able to see the screen. So, with our technology, like I said, it's a darker screen, so white levels are going to drop a little bit, but not to the point where the screen's going to be so dark where it's unwatchable. We've done these demonstrations against black paint, black fabric, black versus black, to show you that at the end of the day, that our technology is going to produce a much higher white level than black paint or black fabric. But also, too, we want our white levels to have a well balance. We don't want them too high, because if we took them too high, the screen is going to have problems with contrast and color. All right, so we have a white surface there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go over and I'm going to show some white levels first. Let's do some white levels first. So we'll start off with some white snow. White snow screensavers, which we like to display on the screen. I like to show everything when I do my demonstration, so that way my customers know exactly what they're buying at the end of the day. They're not being misled or they're not being fooled. They're thinking that they're getting this or they're getting that, and it's not really true. So we like to be honest and upfront with our demonstrations. Now, we're going to do this demonstration pre-record, but I thought, this is something that needs to be done live, so we can have this on the website saying that there's a live actual demonstration of this side by side. Because again, black screen going next to a white screen, again, I would rather have that being a live demonstration than pre-record. But as you can see, make sure our Wi-Fi is off too, because our Wi-Fi gets a little buggy here. Sorry about that, people. We need to make sure. I have to remember to move the Wi-Fi from time to time. Wi-Fi gets a bit buggy in here. But as you can see, the white levels are kind of excellent on the black screen. And not only that, you're seeing more detail in the image, but the other screen is just completely washing out. Like I said, you have to have a balance in there. So to give you an idea of what we don't want when we develop a black technology, what we don't want, or what we do want. All right, so we're going to take this surface right here. We're going to put this right there. Now, that's what we don't want. The surface that's coming up dark, that right there is black fabric. Now, we've tested our products against black fabric, black paint, you name it, we've tested against the product. But that's what we don't want. We don't want the surface coming up that dark. So we want a balance in there. We don't want it coming up too bright. We don't want it coming up too dark. So that right there is displaying a perfect balance in white levels. Where we want the screen to show a nice white level, but we don't want it to come up that dark, but we don't want it to come up that bright. That bright means color is not going to pick up, contrast is going to fail. And right here, that means the contrast is going to be too black, and white level is going to pick up, and the color is going to be too dark. We just put that up there as a comparison on our black technology. Let's go over here and let's grab another demonstration. Let's grab this one right here.
Sales teams have it tough. The pressure to hit their numbers keeps rising. The last thing they need to worry.
And as you can see, the balance with our technology, our black technology, is absolutely perfect. Now this is a video work versus white screens, but we want to put that black surface in there to show you that our technology does produce a very high white level. Some people see it compared to the white screen and think, well, the levels are not that high, when the levels are actually very high compared to the black surface sitting next to it. So you can see the demonstration right here. See how you can see the detail in the background where the black fabric doesn't pick up at all. This is how we measure our white levels on where we want them to be at. Again, we don't want our white levels in the area of this, which would be way too dark, and we do not want them as white as a white screen, unless we can be able to maintain those contrast levels to be able to keep the color and to be able to keep the contrast. We don't want the screen generating too much high or white light level. So it has to be a perfect balance. Now, when the screen comes up too dark, like the black screen you're seeing right now, it's due to the fact that, again, it can't accept white light. And if it can't accept white light, that surface becomes very, very dark. You can see our screen is maintaining a very well balanced white level. Colors are nice and bright. So we're using the black strip to show you that the white levels, we don't want them to fall within the guidelines of that black strip. we need them to stay away from the black strip. Because if they come up that dark, we're going to have issues with the screen. We need for the screen to pick up a high enough white level, but if it's too high, our color is going to wash out. And the contrast will go with it. These are the kind of hardcore tests that you have to do at the end of the day to back your products. Tests are very important. The demonstrations are very important too. I think I got myself a new challenge, not for anybody else, challenge for us, because we're the only ones going to be to do it. But I think I'm going to do a black and white versus our technology. Black screen, which we have here, and white screen. These would be good for demonstrations. Because as I said before, you know, we're out there doing these demonstrations, it's going to come up about black fabric and black paint. It's going to match our technology. And we have to be to show that it's not going to match. But not only that, we have to show the advancement of our technology over a white surface at the same time. And we're going to do a few of these demonstrations to put on the website. Because I think these are going to be the high selling points of our technology that we can come out and do these demonstrations. And this is, I just got finished coming off camera talking about how people go on YouTube and talk about these products and they're not backing them up. This is the kind of stuff you got to go through, gentlemen. These are the tests that are required. This is what you have to do. Pause here. I want to put in a slow color changer.
For years, I thought I was lactose intolerant. Turns out I was just sensitive to a protein commonly found.
So as you can see with our technology, black screen has to be able to receive and understand white light. That's how it's able to maintain its color. But also has to be receive contrast. That's why the color is so deep and so rich. If you look at the white screen's not picking up color. It's not picking up contrast. If you look at the black strip, which is a everyday black surface, it can't pick up white light, and that's why the images are coming up so dark and so dirty. And this is what gets you contrast. This is what does it. This is what you have to be able to prove. If I'm introducing a black technology into the system, I have to come with a strong amount of evidence to prove what this technology does. I can't be on camera just talking for the sake of just talking. I have to back it up. These are going directly to the website. I want people to see at the end of the day that we can back our black technology. I was downstairs, I was getting ready to transfer the screen, and I saw this white screen. I was like, you know what? This would be a fantastic demonstration to do. So when we go out there with that black technology, and even online, we have to be to prove that that technology does not match any black surface. What is the difference between our product and that black surface? What is the difference between our product and a white screen? And we can show both at the same time. So this shows the customer at the end of the day that he can upgrade his white screen to an advanced technology, but also too, at the end of the day, it shows anybody else that if you try to mimic our products or try to do the same thing, the results will be really, really awful. And those that are developing black screens, this is the road you have to travel to get that approval. Sometimes we get people who have white screens who think, okay, if I go to Home Depot or Lowe's or get some black fabric, we can do the same thing. Yeah. This is why we laugh when we see people trying to display screens like trying to say that's it. Do you have any idea what testing this technology has to go through? It's a lot of testing. It's not that easy. Never believe in people who tell you how things are supposed to be done that easy, because these are individuals themselves that don't do these tests. And I think that's why we're receiving the interesting mail, because the tests we're running and people are questioning them, saying, how come we're not running the same tests he's doing? They can't. We got a color pattern right there. Let's take our lights out too, because people are saying, well, what if I'm in the dark? Am I going to be able to? No, you're not. Not even with the lights out, it won't even help you. This screen's mine. This is a black screen that's generating in a well-lit environment. You know, these things, like when the lights are out, they get even more powerful. So what you think you're seeing off your white screen right now, you're not getting. I told you, a white screen, you're not even getting 50% of your projector. You're getting far less than that. You're not getting anything that you think you're getting at the end of the day. You may think your colors are coming in correctly. You may think you're seeing a contrast level. You're not seeing anything at all. All right. And that's where the ambient light projection technology kicks in, because our screens can generate the exact same color with the lights on also, without skipping a beat. Let's get some contrast levels in here, because we all know contrast is everything. This is what people spend a lot of money for contrast on their projectors, because they want to be to pick up that true black image. Everybody wants that true black. That's what they want. All right, so let's go over here. As a matter of fact, what I have, I think I have my English straight to the levels right there. I got these all saved. There we go. Get this out of the way. We don't need this. We're good. Get that out of there, please. Thank you. Let's go over here. And the reason why we just strip a black there, because anytime we do a white screen next to our technology, people look at it and say, oh, the white screen is producing the higher white level. Yeah, it is a white screen, but it makes our screen look like it's coming up dark, but our screen's not very dark. Our screen's actually producing a very high white level. That's why we got the black strip laying next to it, to compare also to our technology against black surface. It doesn't have our technology attached to it. So let's go pull up our contrast levels. Get this out of the way because we don't need that there. Now you see on our gold fingers, see how bright that has to be? See how dirty it comes up on the black screen? Any black surface can see a contrast level. The problem is it can't receive white light and can't read color. So you see how that gold is supposed to be nice and bright when you can't see it because it's coming up too dark on the black screen. The white screen is completely washed out. It's not even there. It's not even in the picture. It doesn't even exist. This is why I explain to people who have white screens and they contact me and say, hey, look, they'll give a little credit to the white screen. Well, it looks really good. No, that screen is trash at the end of the day. You have a screen that's been around as long since the silent era of movies. That's how long white screens have been around. They have been around forever. You are picking up nothing on it, not a thing. They weren't picking up anything back then, and you're not picking up anything now. I don't care what you pay for your projector. At the end of the day, you can't see it. get back to our white screen there. And for those who want to ask us questions about the black surface, we have demonstrations logged onto the account called Black versus Black. This is where we put the screen against everything. Black, 3 different versions of black paint, you name it, we've done it. We've thrown it against the screen. We've done it at 1,000 lumens. We've done it on ultra short throw. We've done it on long throw. It's all on the website, already done. So now we're talking about the reason why we have it up there to show you the difference in those white levels. But getting to the white screen, for those who have white screens for churches, businesses, homes, wherever you may have them at, you are not getting what you think you're getting. And some people think if we go out and spend the money for a more powerful projector, maybe we can get the image to work. That does not work. If you look at my YouTube intro, as I said before, you will see a testimony we got from a church overseas. They're using a 7,000 lumen projector on a screen over 1,000 inches, and it does not pick up at all until our technology hits that screen. So if 7,000 lumens are going to pick up on a white screen, then 4,000 won't either. But this is what you're seeing. Now, chances are, if people have white screens, they're not going to be in an environment this bright. They're going to have to turn the lights up because that's the only way they're going to be picking up somewhat decent contrast level, right? Which means now your screen is no longer ambient light. It doesn't have any form of ambient light projection technology because you can't see with the lights on. So your contrast level is improved just a little bit. That's it. That's all you get. Now, if you notice in the background where it's jet black here, and you can't pick it up over there because it's white. This is an OLED demonstration. But if you're in an office building, you're in a school, you're not going to be in this kind of environment, are you? So, what? Got to turn your lights on. Can't see all those important documents, all that paperwork. This is why our technology is going to blow up, because again, we can utilize this anywhere we want. Schools, offices, anywhere. Compared to a white screen, this technology is way beyond. And on top of that, it's extremely affordable. And this is why when you see demonstrations with white screens, you're sitting in the dark because the screen has a very, very hard time trying to maintain in a fully lit environment.
I didn't think I had time for college, but WGU lets me earn an accredited degree on my own terms.
Now the technology we have here is fully ultra short throw compatible. For those who are wondering if you can use ultra short throws with them, yes you can. And heck, you can use a projector as low as 1,000 lumens if you want. This is why the gunmetal technology screens cost so much money. Let me show you something here. I don't want to add this in here, but I figured I might as well for fun. Now that right there laying against the screen is network grade 773. It can't read contrast. I know you were told that a product like that could read contrast, but you can't pick it up, you can't see it. It gives you a little bit of a bump. So a gray screen, what a gray screen does is, a gray screen gives you a little bit of a hiccup. It gives you a little bit of an improvement. I know because they used to make them. But compared to black technology, it can't compete with that. It's virtually impossible. So that's the comparison on a white screen. Now, you take it and we'll stick it on black technology. try something interesting. Watch this. We're just having just experimenting, having a little fun here. So. Let's take a gunmetal certified screen. Told you that the technology of Black Series is a brutal technology. Strictly engineered to dominate. That's what we designed it for. Because we knew that the next stage that we were landing at was going to be out there, offline. And we had to make sure whatever we were developing had the ability to take on everything that came at it. Everything. That technology is very so powerful that basically it makes a certified screen look white. So how do you beat a technology like that? You don't. Can't beat it in price, can't beat it in performance on any level. So if I gotta walk into a boardroom full of people at the end of the day, I'm definitely gonna walk out victorious. I'm not gonna walk in there and be embarrassed. And when God blesses you with a blessing, it is unstoppable. That's my Lord and Savior's work right there. That's why we have on our website, powered by God's technology. And any company doesn't understand it, if you lay against that screen, you will. That's a $5,000 certified screen laying against a technology that will cost the customers in the price range of $600 to $400. And that can paint a screen size of over 150 inches. Or that screen at 100 inches is about $5,000. So the white screens can't touch it, certified gunmetals can't touch it, and mixes are not even anywhere near its world. Isn't that impressive? These are the kind of demonstrations you have to be to display. That's why I said I understand how in the world. I'm going to leave that alone later on. Can't get on camera just talking. You gotta back it up.
Light experts want to demonstrate just how much visibility your car's headlight bulbs can lose before burning. So we've taken a look.
Color pattern test. Can you imagine me in a room with a bunch of investors and they want to see evidence that my technology actually works? Heck, I would even kill it on Shark Tank. Because I can go under ease and go, well, look, the difference between my technology, and they're going to ask, well, what if I get some black fabric, or what if I get some black paper, or whatever? I can do the same thing with your product. You got to do the go and back it up. Let me get something for that that's falling down. Going to have to be to back it up. You want to hear some craziness on camera about how some poly work and all that stuff. You don't want to hear that. The thing about the business world is the fact that people who are going to invest, people that are going to put their time into your company have heard every line in the book. They've heard it all. They've heard the biggest lies from the biggest, from people with the smoothest or silkiest tongues at the end of the day. They want to see action. They don't want to see what does it. They want to see actual action. No nonsense on camera saying, well, it's a stacking system. You do this with it, or it's a gray screen paint that can produce a contrast level higher than a black screen. They don't want to see that to the day. They don't want to hear that. They want to see it. So this is the difference between our product and black paint. Network grade 773. certified screen, and white screen, all at the same time. Now I know this is supposed to be about the white screen, but we like to add a little in there just in case. There's a little add in there. We get to add a little in there. That's just me. I like to put more in there than it should be in there. That's just how I am. That's how it should be. Now there's our white levels against the network gray, certified screen and white screen, which I like to show off. And as I said before, you can see we have a balance in there. We don't want our screen coming in dark like the strip right here. We don't want that. We don't want that. But we need that balance to stay nice. Now if the screens are generating too high of a white level, which we see when we actually produce a white screen first, then that's going to have a problem with contrast and color because the screen's generating too much white light. So I like to go back and show these things. And I really can't see where I'm going at because of the black fabric. I can't see the screen too well. But we like to add a little more in there. I like to, because I like to back myself up, and that's the reason why I put so much into my demonstrations. Where, you know, I could have just left it at the white screen, but I thought, you know what, let's throw a certify in there too, and let's throw some house paint, some network gray 773, and then let's throw the black fabric in here, because I like to be to back myself up. All right, so let's go back to the originals. Let's take out black. Let's take out the gray. This is not gray screen paint. This is actually house paint in the day. The network gray 773 is a house paint. Basic off-the-shelf house paint. That's what it is. But you know, I like to show off a little more in my demonstrations than most people because I like to be able to show that our products work. All right, so we did white levels on here. Let's go over here and let's put some more contrast levels. And I'm just going to put some any levels. So we're just going to put up some 4K demonstrations. 4K demos. Just pull up some everyday 4K demos. That's why it's very important, you know. Can't express this enough that when you're buying products, especially for your home theater investment, you want to make sure that you're getting what you pay for. And that's why these demonstrations are very important. That's why tests are very important. Now, I know this demonstration was supposed to be about white screen versus black screen, but you know, I thought I'd just add some more into it because why not? If the technology has that capability, why not? Why not show what it's designed to do? And this is what I mean by I can take this technology into different form, anywhere I want and display it because it's designed to do what it's designed to do. It can back itself. And that's when you want to have that kind of confidence when it comes to your product. So to upgrade your white projection screen, this would be the best technology for it. The 2.0s we make, like I said, well, it's not about the 2.0, it's a different company. We got to keep it to the basics over here. So anyway, like I said, the technology we have here is the best when it comes to upgrading the white projection screen. As you can see, the technology is far more advanced than the network gray products. Certified screens can't match it, and black surfaces don't match the technology. Now we're just showing you some basic demonstrations. I got 2 of these videos to do, by the way, to load for the website. This is one of the demonstrations I'm going to be showing off to some of the companies we're going to be working with. And I wanted me to go in and show them that black fabric, the white screen, certified screens, and to show them against the gray screen. That show them at the end of the day, no matter what you choose, we will be the best. Pretty much eliminates all options, and that's what we want to do. We walk into a room, we want to eliminate all options. Only our technology is the best. I think we're going to have the screen up a little bit longer. I want to do more demonstrations on this white screens versus our technology. I'm really enjoying this. Alright, this is where I gotta come back in and do one more to the website, and I'm done for the day. Hope you enjoyed. Thank you for your time. Have to go, and God bless.